everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Vikings are top 10 in pass yards, going up against the Bears secondary that could be in for a long day.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Throwing on third and long. Tucker. Hard throw, incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On first and goal, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Trubisky will throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now here's a carry heading left. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Tucker. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go now.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Set.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Norton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This is Howard on second down. Oh, he pulls over it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 33. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the big and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Off the play fake. Tucker looking deep for Adams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Tucker under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. On second down, here's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action. Trubisky. Caught right side. Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback in an expected passing situation.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
The toss play, Howard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Now let's go. Green.
Here's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah, after that one. Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Again, it's Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Play action. It's Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
On 1st and 10, Tucker. Matt Milano in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio.
To throw on 2nd down, Tucker, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and they will score. A pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. An upset alert. The Steelers leading. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Tucker over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on 1st down. Tucker. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tucker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Let's go. Red 38. We got 3. Red 38.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Tucker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Norris. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Let's go. All right, now look at 50 Cent.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Oh, he knocks him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ohio, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on third down, Tucker. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Tucker. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Looking to throw. Tucker. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Trubisky to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Halfback sent in motion. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. 26 yards on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.